everybody? What's up?
What's happening?
What up, everybody? What's up?
That's you tuning in to the LOL,
What's up,
huh?
everybody? What's up?
That's you that said you can't miss this episode, huh?
What up?
You took it back, huh? You went to season 1, huh?
And now we on season 2, huh?
Hey, you know how we play it, huh?
Hey, you heard what he said, huh?
What up, everybody? Welcome to the Life Out Loud podcast with Kiki, Simone, and friends.
Thanks.
We are in the studio, in the LOL studios, and we are having a great time.
Great time, for real.
Having a good time. I'm excited about this upcoming episode here. I'm ready to show some of my skills that I got that my husband didn't think that I had. You know, but I got some skills here. Maybe one day I could get on an album or something.
You got
but
them balls.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Hey, what he said?
Driving cars.
What Terrence Howard said? Everybody gotta have a dream.
Hey, yo, man, put that beat on there, man.
Oh my gosh. I am so thankful that we got our people in the building with us. Matter of fact,
you the one with that whoop that trick song, ain't it?
we got to make sure that we introduce who on the podcast this time.
Yeah.
So, on the podcast today, we got in the building, we got my boy B Wonder.
You already know what it is, huh?
Wonder in the building, man.
I'm Wonder now.
You
know what I'm saying? Mixture of juvenile and
you took the boy out?
Wonder now.
You hear me?
Wonder now. I was like,
Wonder
what is
now.
that?
Okay.
No,
Then
don't be that.
we got our life coach in the building, Keisha V. Say hey to the people.
Keisha.
Hey to the people.
What's up, everybody? What's up? And then,
Keisha,
last but not least, we have Ace
Oh, man,
Baby.
ain't nobody, man. Hey, you know what I'm saying? But, hey, yeah, let's get to it, though. What we talking about today?
What your name is?
Ace,
Oh, it's
baby.
Ace Baby.
Oh, okay. I like the way he say that. And I'm your girl, Kiki Simone. And we are here, of course, LOL with Kiki
LOL
Simone.
with Kiki, Simone, and friends, man. We lit in here today.
Yes, we
through.
are. Make sure that you have subscribed. Subscribe right now.
Right now.
Take this time.
Not
Subscribe.
now.
One
but
thing.
right now.
By yourself.
Right now.
One click.
By yourself.
By yourself.
Is that chocolate dropper?
Say it with your chest out.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, we hope that you had the opportunity to subscribe right now. And on this particular podcast, on our Life Out Loud podcast, what we do is we talk about real issues, different perspectives, even some solutions, depending on what the topic is about. And we have what's called the pink elephant. And our pink elephant is our hot topic of the day.
Okay.
And we are going to get into one, and it's really, really good. But before we actually get into it, got a question for my people here.
Facts.
Do y'all
We might have an answer for
Well,
you.
let me ask you this.
True.
Is it better to be moral or talented? Two total moral or talented, because in the industry, in the music industry, some people are moral. They go based off their morals, their character, and some people are just talented. So I'm going to give the example of, would you still support somebody who does something that is immoral, but they're very talented, such as R. Kelly, Chris Brown, Bill Cosby? I mean,
Your mind
list
is
goes
telling
on
you
and
no.
what's more important? What?
I still support all of them.
Okay,
Chris
okay.
Brown slapped the out of Rihanna. I was still like, I
can't.
Why
I
are
was
you
still
talking?
rocking that. You feel me? I was still listening. If he man on the floor, if he ain't, I was
Let me
still,
know.
you know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all still love Chris Brown to this day, though, right?
Yes.
Y'all still like Chris? So you don't rock with Chris Brown
I
no
don't
more?
rock with him anymore. No, I do.
Exactly. See,
Well, no, I'm just because.
R. Kelly. So, I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I don't like to speak on people's stuff. I don't know. I wasn't there. So, but what I'm saying is,
You didn't see
y'all
the
telling me that.
documentary?
So y'all telling me that music still ain't fire?
It's not that the music is not fire. But we don't know who's doing what. Just because their stuff is out.
Exactly.
Don't mean who you're listening to now. They not
doing it
doing
already.
whatever, yeah,
You just ain't
else.
hit it.
It's
Exactly.
a
just ain't
separation
surface.
between the
So at the
two.
end of the day, if you like a person craft or what they do, you like that. You know what I'm saying? They might not.
You may
like,
disagree
you know what I'm
with what
saying?
they've done, but
right.
like
Disagree
their
with personally,
musical
but-
talent.
But it doesn't take away from they
Yeah.
gift. You know
Just
what I'm saying?
like
Okay.
I mean, yeah, that's any. That's
I was about
anything.
to say that as well. So before, B Wonder, you didn't get a chance to answer. So go ahead before I chime in real quick.
I agree, because you don't know what everybody's doing every single day of the week.
Okay.
Like everybody's not spotless, so to speak.
Right,
But
right.
understand that is certain major situations and things, and it also is just like, is it from somebody who you deem and hope one day you'll meet them, or is this actually somebody you know personally too?
Okay.
So,
Who's to say?
Who's
Who's
to
to
say?
say that was Kurt first time cussing his son?
I'm sure it wasn't.
We're stuck on that, right?
I'm
I'm
sure
sorry.
it wasn't.
Listen, I apologize. I tried to tell you.
This is a podcast. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Right,
trying to stay
right.
relevant. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, thank you.
But shout out to Kurt though. I could really see us meeting Kurt now.
Shout out to Kurt, in your song.
brother.
You heard me?
Uh-huh.
I could really see us
Wow.
meeting him now.
Okay, y'all should see his face. He done cussed his
I'm
baby
sitting
out.
across from you, brother.
That let me know. See, I used to think Kurt was up here and I was down here.
I cannot.
But now I see us
Y'all
right here
equal.
together. You
Okay.
feel
Because
me?
he cussed. Okay. Anywho, the reason why I asked that question, because there were people that were saying, "Hey, I'm gonna boycott. I'm not gonna purchase any more of their music. We're not gonna listen to it anymore." Even though people were rocking it for all these years and years of different, Chris and Bill Cosby,
That's
or
the
not
same
even
thing
go,
with Kurt though. He fall
Yep.
right into the.
or even not go into not go to shows like Bill Cosby, his comedy shows or whatever when he was out. Think about this. People boycott all of those. Well, some people were boycotting all of these gentlemen that we named, and I'm pretty sure others as well.
Uh-huh.
Those who have, hit women, those who have, done all kind of stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
But let's think about from a perspective of, we're saying, okay, it's okay. I still like your craft. But what about the politicians? When they do it, then we don't want to rock with them no more.
Mm-hmm.
Just depends on who you are.
I'm right, true, but I'm just saying you could have the
It's
same
levels and
person.
layers to it.
It's people that's gonna be like, hey,
That's a shirt.
hey, I
I'm
like your
coming out with
music enough to be able to still rock with you, but
Yeah.
you a politician and you did some foul stuff. Oh, I ain't rocking with you no more. Like
But to
that's
compare
a
the
double
two,
stand.
it's
That's a
like,
double standard.
A politician,
They have
a
say
politician
over.
and a rapper, a
That sound
person
like
that's
that's-
an entertainer. To
No.
me, I mean, everybody is entitled to
'cause-
their own opinion, but to me, it's two different things.
Not
I
to
agree.
me, because all these people talking about in their music, this day life, this real. I'm real. And
But
if
we-
you
but
say
listen,
you real,
but
but then
we
you
know
still
that-
doing
though,
something.
you ain't doing nothing.
We
but
know that it's
rapping or
entertainment,
singing.
though. We
Who?
know that
You
it's
ain't got no say over
entertainment.
nothing that's
Who?
going on in my community
But
or nothing
You,
that's going on
me,
in the world.
Keisha,
Who
boy,
know
Wanda.
it's who
but
know
look-
it's entertainment?
Everybody that's sitting right here
But
talking
look
right here.
look at what that entertainment is bringing them though into their world. They like rappers are the most dangerous job in the world. Well, why is it? Like, what are you bringing into your
says
world
that?
that you're saying is entertainment? But these people who are in the streets and really buy that life, they ain't viewing that as entertainment. So they gonna try you. On
True. Now that's true too.
But
'Cause we
I'm
talked
just
about
saying,
that this
though,
week.
in context of
I don't
what
think
you,
politicians and rappers are.
yeah,
I
that's
do.
two different.
that. That's two different lanes.
I don't think so. I would disagree with y'all just because these are public figures. They're public figures regardless of
right, but
what
they
your
have no power.
they do.
They have influence.
Influence is
I mean,
power.
they all have influence.
Influence
but
is power.
You ain't going to the rappers to be like, "You gonna fix these potholes in the street?" No, they care not.
But influence is power to a degree. Like you got enough influence from and I'm just gonna throw it out here. Like honestly, do you think a lot of people would have voted if Cardi B wouldn't have been one of the people saying, "Hey, you need to get out there and vote"? I don't think some of them people would have voted. I mean,
As
it's
within a culture.
right. It's influence, and influence is power. When you think
Maybe
about
did the same
politicians, politicians have influence, and they actually have the action power, some of the action power. But at the end of the day, they are still a public figure that's presenting something, and you have the option to say,
I get what you're
get
saying.
what you're saying, but
I
when it comes
still
to
see
action
them.
power.
Yeah,
there's no comparison.
I still see it. It's what
It's
I'm
not.
saying.
I mean,
But my question is really more around the moral portion versus what you
Just
do
the talent
than what you actually
itself.
do.
oh, well, you
So-
didn't say that. Okay.
Well, I mean, yeah. Well, I initially said the talent because we were talking about entertainment, but I would even put like for
Keisha, I was about to tell you to tag me in. They were trying to jump you at one time.
No, I'm good.
No, I'm good. I've learned, and you know what? This is just something that just came to my mind just now. Transparent moment is that as I learn to, sometimes you got to learn to be okay with being not what's the word? The only person that has your perspective. Sometimes you got to be okay with. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but sometimes, like, because if all three of y'all was just like, hey, I like, no, that ain't the same thing. And I'm just like, okay, but I disagree with y'all. You know, so and I'm okay with it. Before, like, some years ago, I would have been like, okay, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Be lying.
I see what you're saying. But now I'm okay with but standing on what I believe.
It's kind of like a smoke screen, though, at the same time, because it's like the talent that is acting on moral is still trying to act moral in some fashion. Like, okay, this is entertainment, but in real life, no, I'm not this. I don't do that. Well, how do you separate the two? Because it's you that's portraying those actions. So you really can't separate that. And
a lot of people don't understand that there is a separation. We can say, yeah, we know it's entertainment. But there are people who are just like, no, I see this how you live. Like, this how I want to live. And you don't know what it takes to live like that. So, you know, you just pretty much. Losses. It's real. It's a real. There people are going to strive.
It's more so. I mean, there's a lot of adults that's fooled as well, but I think it's more so on the kids that really don't understand that, you know, think everything that they see is real. But for us adults, you know what I'm saying, for the most part, we know, you know what I'm saying, what's the difference between what's what.
Kids are more attracted to the luxury of it, but they're not taught the losses that come with it, the murders, the killings, the betrayal. Like, they don't talk about the dark side.
They just see the glitz and the glam. They just see the
chains,
what's in the video,
the whips, the houses, the women. So it's like, I want that.
They don't know how to separate, you know what I'm saying, entertainment from reality.
Right.
Okay.
I figure most, you know what I'm saying, most grown people should. A lot of grown people still don't. You know, they'll argue up and down like kids too. But
yeah, 100% they will do that because it's a lot of grown folks trying to get what other grown folks have.
Yeah.
Or what they think people have.
True.
Or what they think they want.
No, they want it.
No, they want it. But what I'm saying is, like, until they get into it and when they realize what it is, and it's like, I don't know if I really want it. Because you can chase after something for so long and then finally get it, and then it doesn't bring you any satisfaction.
Right.
Yeah.
Facts.
Right. I would 100% agree with that. Well, I just wanted to kind of throw that question out there because
That's a good question, though.
I'm a person who, I don't know. I had to think about from the perspective of going back to the entertainment. What came to mind was that in my head, someone would have asked me, well, would you still listen to R. Kelly if that was your child that he did that to? But you enjoyed his music before, but would you still listen to his music after the fact if your child was one of the people?
Nah, the average person, on the real tip, the average person is not gonna listen to it if that's their child.
No, why would you?
You know what I'm saying? If that's your child, you're not. But I mean, for everybody outside of that, it's like, come on, bro. Like,
but it wasn't a direct hit.
But if you
right, that's what I'm saying.
It wasn't a personal hit.
If it's direct, you gonna feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying?
So does it have to be my child in order for me to say no? I'm not gonna listen.
It don't.
No, it just depends on the person.
Yeah, it depends on the individual.
So, but why? Because the act is the same.
Yeah,
I'm just getting us to talk about that.
Did not happen to you. You don't feel the complete effect of that act.
Right.
You just hear about it, like we hear about stuff in the news. Yeah, we don't like it, but people it didn't really happen to us. So
to add what she's saying, people die every day, right? People die every day. We hear about people dying every day, but it's a difference when one of your family members die.
Right.
You hit different. You feel different.
Right.
But people die every day though. You know what I'm saying? You don't feel that same compassion every time you hear that somebody got killed or this happened or that. You you know, it'd be like, dang, like,
And it's
bruh,
like that
it's
you
crazy.
don't want to feel that, but it's just like you don't.
It's
It ain't there to
different.
be
You're
When
not
it's a direct
emotionally
hit.
tied.
When it's a direct hit,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
But
Like
if it's
Keisha was
not,
saying.
it ain't there to be felt.
Okay. Well,
So basically, there's like a certain level of compassion and empathy. Like you feel bad in general, but it's a deeper layer when it's your own family,
Levels and layers.
and or somebody you personally grew up with, mother, father, sister, brother,
It
cousin.
be different, bro.
It really does hit different.
okay. Well, that was our little question to kind of
like
get
that
us to
question.
talking
Get us
just a
going.
little bit.
I like that question.
It definitely got
Y'all know
all three
what's-
of us going. We was
Did
all
it?
three of us
Did
was
it?
like, no.
But we like some pinballs up in here. Bing, bing, bing.
Y'all know what time it is, right? Y'all know what's coming.
Y'all already
know what's
I
coming.
feel the ground vibrating
You feel
already.
it? You feel it?
Y'all love that.
It is time for that
Dun, dun,
pink
dun.
elephant.
Dun, 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 dun.
I know you feel that elephant. Yeah, come. Big truck.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait till we get cameras.
Listen.
I don't know what Boy Wonder was doing.
I don't know.
That was
what
the-
it
Going into the
Like he got
Matrix.
that mystical on
But I
or
felt that mystical coming through. That
Oh,
Okay, I was like,
who that now?
hey, we need to put that in the
He's
sound
going
bite.
into the Matrix. Well,
What's
this
the elephant
over
of
the
the D?
the pink
Hey.
elephant of the day, of course, is our hot topic of the day. And today we are talking about carbon copies. Carbon copies.
Ooh.
And if you know anything about carbon copies,
much.
you know it's basically you're just a duplicate.
I'm a trailblazer
Just a
and a
duplicate.
trendsetter. I wouldn't happen
Yeah,
to
I
know
already
nothing
know.
about that. You hear me?
Yeah,
Right.
I'm with you
So let's get into carbon copies. So these days we pretty much know that there's a lot that's out here
Oh my
that's
gosh.
not original, right? It's a lot of
Facts.
stuff that's not original. Fashion always comes back, right? There's always something that's gonna come
Music
back.
always
Music
come
is
back.
always gonna come back.
Facts.
People saying, "Oh, I'm real. I'm different. I'm different." That is
Ain't nothing new under the
consistent.
sun.
Yeah, basically.
Nothing.
So let me ask you this:
Okay. As we
If
get
your
into it,
show,
can't even get into it.
if your show,
done took over.
since ain't nothing new under the sun, which I tell people that all the time. People like, oh, I heard such and such. She trying to steal your style, your flow. I'm like, bro, everybody influenced by somebody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I say
Right.
even me. I'm influenced by somebody. The
Whether
people
you know
the
it
people
or
that I'm influenced,
subconsciously.
the people
Yeah.
that I'm influenced by, they was influenced. Everybody influenced by somebody. Ain't nothing new under the sun.
Okay.
So if you had to say that your show was a rebirth of another talk show or a podcast, what like from back in the day, who would you say? If you had to just, you know what I'm saying, say, okay, if you had to compare just like how people compare
Like back in the
Kobe
day
Bryant to Jordan. You know what I'm saying? The Kobe Bryant was the Jordan of his time.
so
you know
you
what I'm
talking
saying?
about-
And then you got LeBron is the Jordan of this time. You know what I'm saying? So it's like of every
think
area.
only
If you had to compare your talk show to a talk show or a podcast from a recent era, who would it be?
like Geraldo, Montel, Ricky Lake, like all
Yeah, and-
those.
I was
Throwbacks.
literally about to. You just took
Keisha,
my
I'm
person.
waiting on you to answer
You
too.
took my person.
Montel.
No, I was gonna say if I had to compare it, it's not the same, but I would go with Ricky Lake. And the only reason why, and she really was the one that came in my head. I was about to say maybe Keisha,
So
the
you
only
gotta
person
be
that
you gotta
know
be
about
an
it.
80s baby that know about that
Bruh,
Ricky Lake,
y'all already know,
Montel, the
bruh.
Montel, all
So
that.
I was gonna say
What?
because Ricky Lake, when she came out, she was she created her own lane. And there were tons of talk shows. You know, Oprah was out, Sally Jesse Raphael was out, Geraldo
Miss
was
Sally,
out,
Geraldo.
Montel was out. And even though a lot of them looked very similar, like for whatever reason, Ricky Lake just really stood out to me. She was a little bit different, and she tried to come to me. She was the first person that really tried to find segments
Yeah,
that was
that fit with.
what she was doing that wasn't what everybody else was doing.
But
Right.
also with her, she had such a raw emotion with people who are like, you know how you have shows. This is what's going on, da da da. da. But like with Ricky Lake, what I've noticed, she had like the actual, like they still in it. Like at that moment, at that time, you see the rawness in the
Yeah.
Yeah.
origin. Like that's what really drew me to Ricky Lake. Just
Yeah.
because like, oh, they
That's
still going through
crazy.
that.
I can't believe
Yeah.
you said
Like,
her
right now.
name, and that's who was in my head.
So Keisha, who would you say?
True 80s baby. 80s baby.
I don't know if Keisha watched TV like that.
Nah, don't make no excuses
trying to
for her.
pull
She
from-
already done.
I had to pull, but
Oh,
I had to
no.
think about the shows that I watched.
That's what I'm trying to think about too. And I'm like, what did I actually watch? I've seen Ricky Lake a few times.
Yeah, we just didn't have no fighting, so it definitely wasn't gonna be Maury.
No.
Now I would.
He been on a long
Now
time.
Maury came to my mind prior to his fight
Okay.
Yeah.
because he always talked about real issues. He always gave you a takeaway at the end when he sat on his little stool.
That's true.
So that's the first person that came to my mind.
That's true.
But prior to the fight, I would say
Okay.
Maury Povich.
Okay. Okay. I can get that.
Maury.
What about you, Ace, baby?
I mean, I just thought of all the old schools. I like the Ricky Lake. Definitely stood out to me. So yeah.
So you gonna go with Ricky
I'd
Lake?
probably go with
What
Ricky.
about you? What about you, B Wonder?
Ricky? Because it's like now I could tell you because like if I had to put it in like chronological order, I would do like Ricky Lake, Oprah, Montel, and then because
Oh yeah, I forgot
Like-
about Oprah. You definitely Oprah all over again.
What? I don't
Light-skinned
think
version.
so.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, if
don't think
if you was
so.
rich, you would be like, you get a car. You get a car.
Now my
get a
heart
car.
might
That
be
is
to
true.
be able
You get a
to
car.
give.
Yeah, your heart, but not
Yeah,
the show.
I
So
don't-
today on the show, I just wanted to be a blessing. You know, God has just been so good. My talk show is
That
all
ain't
over the
Oprah.
world, and
Wow.
you know, Boy Wonder, you get a car.
wait,
Keisha, you get a car.
I'm done.
So I get a car. That means you're gonna pay the taxes that come with that, right?
I didn't say
Before
that.
I
I
can
just
drive
said
off.
you get a car.
I don't want the car then. It ain't free.
Your own insurance.
It ain't free.
Well,
Leave me with a state tax
well,
that I gotta pay before I can drive it off.
Now we,
boys and girls.
oh gosh, we gonna get back into our carbon copy pink elephant.
Facts.
So again, like I was saying, like it isn't much that's original these days. You know, whatever comes out, podcasting wasn't
Popping
podcasting.
in.
It wasn't as
It was
popping.
a radio.
But it was a radio show, but what they call talk radio. That's really what a
Tom
podcast
Joyner,
was
Fact.
Ricky Smiley show.
back in the day.
Steve Harvey show.
But they just call it podcast now because now everybody want to do it. And I kind of want to talk about that a little bit as well when it
Okay.
comes to podcasting. That it's so many people podcasting. I didn't realize how big of a community podcasting was. And then I was just like, it's so many different topics. So people talk about they have like their specialty of whatever their podcast is. And I was like, people actually listen to this, but people do listen.
Yeah.
You know, there's like my
It's
husband
an
said,
audience for
Yeah.
everything.
It's an audience for
Like,
everything.
you'll be surprised.
But
People-
I
I know people that
It
got
is.
fans only pages, and they just eat on their fans only page. They just eat a whole lot of food, and people pay to watch them eat.
yeah,
Like
That's
that.
crazy to me.
It's
It,
that's what
um,
I'm saying.
I know what
It's
you
people
mean.
that got
It's-
crazy fetishes. Like it's people that'll
Exactly.
pay for crazy things outside of what our norm, what we consider
what
to
we
be
consider
normal.
normal. Yeah.
You know, what I'm saying?
I
It's
when it
crazy.
comes to the
It is.
podcast, what I was going to mention was that when people ask me, "Hey, what does it take to?"
I'm gonna stab you.
What y'all-
we need
Hold on, Steph,
cameras.
what's going
Off
on?
record, she
cameras.
playing, y'all. She
We need
playing.
cameras.
She playing. She ain't stabbing nobody but this Topo Chico.
they both being violent
The
towards
mineral
each
water.
other. Cause he did say something to her off air. He did say something, so I
didn't
gotta
say
give up.
nothing.
I gotta give up. to
See,
my
now
girl.
you lying on air.
No, what did you say? I'm
Keisha,
finna
did
what?
I say something to
You
you?
didn't.
Thank you.
It's what
No.
you did.
No, when he got up when we was on break.
Oh,
when
she talking about that.
I'ma
Oh,
go.
yeah, yeah.
See,
Man,
I'm
people
defending
always
you.
bringing up stuff
I
from the
thought you meant
past,
what he did
man.
just now.
Dang,
People always
nobody.
bringing up stuff from the
No.
past. man.
Anywho, okay, we bringing it back, y'all. Okay, so what I was gonna say about podcasting is that a lot of people, well, I'm not gonna say a lot, but quite a few people or several people have, approached me asking me about, the podcast. Hey, I want to do a podcast. I want to do a podcast. And what does it take to do a podcast? And
And that's
things
real
of
too.
that
A
nature.
lot of people been hitting her.
And
up.
so my thing is, why? What's your why? Like, why do you want to do it?
Exactly.
Because it's trending. And I say all this because we're talking about being a carbon copy. Like,
Listen,
why do you want to do it?
listen. Let me tell you something. Let Bishop Podcast be in your audience.
Bishop Podcast.
No.
Who is
Bishop
that? This a new
Podcast.
person.
Listen. Let me tell you something. Like within the last 2.5 about 3 years, podcast has been trending.
Facts.
Even a little longer than that. That's just when we caught wind of it.
Facts. Breakfast Club really.
Yeah, Breakfast Clubs is. If you really want to go to podcast, Breakfast
they
Club
really
was the
kicked
true
it off.
originator to me.
To me too.
Of
this
podcast,
era.
of our era genre. But like you got to also Tom Joyner's, you got to Steve Harvey's, Ricky Smiley.
Oh, Ricky Smiley. We
before
forgot
then.
Ricky Smiley. Yeah.
It's been that, but it's like it's always a generational rebranding.
Facts.
Okay.
So just like with hoes and jeans back in the 80s, you know what I'm saying? Early 90s, like we would get picked at for having it. Now it's a trend, it's a style.
Right.
Facts.
But even when with my podcast, I was like, okay, I don't want to do it just for the sake of it. It's trending. I feel like a lot of people are opinionated. So everybody want to hear themselves talk in a sense.
Yeah.
And these are the ones that you're going to see who is going to either be here or not.
Right.
Because if you do it originally just to help people and get them through, and you have personal traumas and personal experiences that this can like free people from, they're going to have the longevity. But if
Because it's
people
gonna always be problems.
Exactly.
It's gonna always be real issues.
Keisha.
What you think,
What
Keisha?
you thinking, Keisha? 'Cause
She's caressing the microphone.
it's like, oh, this is life out loud. It's loud. It's
Over there
life.
like Jill Scott.
Whatever. No, I think longevity doesn't just come about because you're all deep and want to talk about real issues and blah blah blah.
No.
Entertainment sells. Entertainment
It
provides
does.
Longevity. As
My
well.
ninja.
So
It does.
It ain't gotta be.
See what I'm
all,
saying?
No,
people
not
going
not
through
saying
this.
that
See
it
what
has
I'm
to just
saying,
be
babe?
that. But
Oh my God! Can I
See what I'm
finish my
saying,
statement?
babe?
Thank you so much.
yeah, no, because she didn't let
Oh,
me
my
But
bad.
finish.
My
no, I'm
bad.
talking to this one.
That one.
But no, 'cause
We will
it
not
could
do
be
this
just
on my
something-
watch.
We done did it. But no, it could just be entertainment. People just like to laugh, just like to listen to stuff that's, funny, silly, whatever. So it don't have to be, your longevity can come from any area.
Anything.
It don't matter.
My husband
I
did
think
just
I'm a
tell me
realist.
that.
But no,
I'm a
I
realist,
understand that. But what I'm saying is like,
So I feel like,
Now you bike tracking.
no,
all
but
right, my bad. Moving along.
But what I was saying was, in a sense of, if you're just doing it because everybody else doing it, then what is your reason for continuing to do it?
that
Like,
yeah, I can do
That's
that.
what I was saying.
It didn't
sound
like that's what you were saying.
Well, you didn't let me finish because you cut me off.
You are worthy.
Oh, so
okay?
now you're backtracking.
Got him.
You are worthy of the cutoff.
Y'all
Just
finished
call
or
me
y'all
James because I'm worthy, baby.
Done? Y'all finished or y'all done?
We done, Bird, man.
Hey, yo,
my
wait,
bad.
wait, my
homie.
bad, Birdman. You know,
I was waiting.
Hey, do you want dinner or do you want supper?
I was waiting. I was waiting.
Listen, you want dinner or you want supper?
No. So B1. So you were saying that it's one thing for people to want to start one, and then it's a separate thing for them to want to continue doing it. Is that what you're saying?
Nah, he's saying basically, okay, it's trending. Anything that's trending, everybody gonna want to jump
flock
on
to it.
board.
Okay.
But it's gonna be a gang of just about everybody gonna fall to the wayside because everybody ain't gonna be passionate about that.
Okay.
Basically, is what
Right.
he's saying. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't gonna keep going. Some people, everybody just looking for that quick little. What
like
can
a
I
quick
do
fix.
right quick? You know what I'm saying? If can I? Oh, people blowing up off of TikTok now, so all the rappers get on TikTok. That might not even be their lane or their thing, but they try it right quick because they want to just see. And then
honestly,
okay, well it ain't work for me. So you know
TikTok
what I
is
mean?
like an upgraded version of Divine.
True.
If you even think about it, it's just a part two
Everything
of Divine.
is all
Everything
over.
is recycled.
There was something that I saw on social media. I probably should have put it in the podcast, but there was something that I saw on social media that was kept on stage. He posted, and I shared it with you before, babe, in regards to those people that wanted to start a podcast. His little thing was about people kept asking him like, hey, I want to start a podcast. I want to start a podcast. What's it going to take for me to do that? And he gave like some nuggets that I thought was very, very important, where one of the things he said was, if you could do 100 podcast episodes and not have nobody know to the masses that
you
you're
keep
doing this,
going?
would you keep going? If you can keep going after 100 episodes,
nobody knowing about it.
people
you
not-
putting it out. You going through all the protocol.
Exactly.
And nobody ain't. You know.
I thought that
he
was
was
dope.
like,
That was
yeah,
really good.
then this
Because
for
your
you.
why is gonna hold you
Right. And
That-
so
with anything.
he was saying if you can't be consistent with at least doing 100 episodes, then this may not be what you want to do.
Yeah.
And he was showing also that like his equipment, he was saying people were just like, hey, I don't got this, I don't got that, I don't have this microphone, I don't have this. And he was saying start where you at, you know.
Exactly.
You start
Don't use that as an
exactly with
excuse.
what you have, and I'm you know really proud. Well, not proud. I'm blessed, and we have the same microphones he got. You know what I'm saying? And it took him. I forgot how many years, but I want to say it was at least like 6 or 7 years
at the
ago.
same time, didn't we? Musically.
Oh, yeah.
06.
He
So that's been over 14 years.
he literally when he started his podcast was at least 6 or 7 years ago.
Yep.
And he's just now getting the same stuff that we got 2 years. We only been in it for 2 years. So everybody's timing is different. But he was saying like, don't wait to get the equipment that you feel like,
what you need to do.
to do what you feel you need to do, if that's really what you want to do.
Exactly.
And so I really feel it's a lot of carbon copies out here that are just trying to do stuff to get stuff. And then you'll have a whole podcast studio, but you really don't want to do it.
Look at all the bad quality stuff that goes viral.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? So
That's
you
real.
really don't have an excuse.
That's
Facts.
true.
This
is
right
true.
Either
here,
you good or you
my
ain't.
phone right there,
Mm-hmm.
parodies. Boom, 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 boom.
Mm-hmm.
You can shoot your own music videos. Learn how to solve it. Like, you have no excuse.
That's true. Now that you just mentioned that, I just thought about watching on all these different streaming channels or platforms. I told my husband the other day that, oh, this got too much white noise in it. I can't do it. But guess what? They made it to whatever platform
Yeah.
that was. You know what I'm saying? Because they were passionate about, I'm gonna put this project out.
Right.
Exactly.
And but for somebody like she ain't finna listen to all that white noise throughout the whole movie. So
But
I'm just
His
not.
focus was just making sure it get out.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
I got to get this out. Like,
We ain't gonna put the person out there because I rock with them, you know what I'm saying? And I might want to be in the next movie, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, even with you too, with your stuff, like you from jump, and Keisha, you can attest to this as well, but she was just the same way, just trying to get it done. Like, you know what I'm saying? She wasn't focused on the sound, like the equipment. She wasn't focused on none of that. Just focused on, you know, having the main essentials to be able to do it. We used to have 4 people on 2 microphones.
Yep.
You know
we
what I'm
sure
saying?
did. Me and
Babe-
Keisha sharing.
Babe and Keisha sitting beside each other. They got to move it, one talking, the other one got to lean away from the mic because they sitting so close to each other. And then me and whoever else on the other side, we doing the same thing. And it used to be uncomfortable, but
Yeah,
you know
we
what
used to
I'm
be
saying?
hot.
We stuck with it.
Lord.
We
was
stuck
like-
with it, and we
And I love
stayed
fold
down.
out chairs.
The fold out chairs,
Facts.
yes. Around the card
Around the
table.
card table.
Facts. We done
Around the
definitely
card
came
table.
a long
Yeah.
way,
In the little
man.
bitty room
Yes.
with
And
the
now-
door closed.
Yes.
Now
Facts.
Kiki to the point, and then you ain't never come in saying like, you know, for money. Like you ain't
Right.
come in trying to do it for money. You
Right.
ain't come in asking nobody for nothing
Right.
to give you nothing.
were-
You just was dedicated to what you was
Man.
dedicated
Exactly.
And now
And it grew
you
from
got
there.
people who are offering to pay her. She got people who offering to pay her for her to interview them on her podcast show.
Yeah.
Oh, this is new.
And this shows
And they both
Yes.
from Georgia. And they saying they willing to travel here
Yeah.
and pay her whatever.
This is what.
Listen, but I'm just saying it's just dope, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Even
to
as she
come from
talking about,
there.
you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
And
To
how
evolve.
the whole, you know, from the whole Kev on stage
But-
saying like, if you're gonna be down and you know if you're gonna stay down, if it's really what you want to do and all that. And then it just made me go to thinking from where we started from and where she at now and stuff like that. She was talking about some that's not what my podcast is about. I said, man, if you don't get that money, I know some.
He did.
we cannot be
We have had a
religious when it comes to
discussion about
business.
this, Miss Ma'am.
Can't be religious
We're
when
not
it comes to
even gonna
business.
talk about this on air. We're gonna talk about
So
Oh yeah, my bad. I didn't mean to put you the first.
yeah, he trying to throw me under the bus, but he
You
done
need-
threw me
you-
under the bus.
it. And get ran over twice.
But
3 times. Bloop bloop. Back up. Bloop bloop bloop. Then go drive again.
Initially my thought process, is a certain way, but I'll be honest, my husband has been making me understand different perspectives of you can't can't just see yourself doing one thing one way and then expecting everything to come to you like just through this one avenue.
Right.
You got to be willing to expand and open out. And so I was once he shared that, I was like, okay, you know what, you right. You know,
Facts.
maybe the podcast episode don't have to be, you know, just the way that I'm thinking that it can be.
That could be something. That ain't even necessarily got to be a part of LO. It could be a whole.
That can be like
it could be a part
LOL
of LOL,
hub.
but it's just like a little.
You got a leg.
Yeah,
you got an LOL hub, Life Out Loud. You got a podcast. Then here you can have a show with just interviewing.
Yeah, that's
you can even
true.
go on the radio if you wanted to. Like
that's true.
Hey,
that
the
is
Bible
true.
say your gifts will make room for you. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's true. That's true.
You
So
ain't, like I say, you ain't out here trying. You ain't get in it to do it for money.
right.
You ain't get in it. You know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
it's like, you know
like
what I mean?
you doing this as a real life thing. Like this is your purpose.
A stream of revenue.
It's a different from you doing something just to
Monetize.
do it. Just to monetize it. You won't last long in here if that. Because bro, do you know how long it took many people to even get where they are? Like people are capitalizing off their pain and their hurt from years.
True.
So people don't understand. Like look at the power of consistency with a not so good quality. Because if you could be consistent with that, it's gonna just propel you even more when you do get the quality.
Right.
Because if you can't be consistent with the bad quality, why should you get the good if you ain't gonna be consistent with that either?
Big fact.
So let me ask y'all this as we're talking about, you know, being consistent and everything, but our main pink elephant is about being a carbon copy. When you're staying true to yourself, you aren't that carbon copy. Now your stuff may look similar to someone else's. Like it's 50 million makeup brands out here, but everybody got, get this one, you know, and it's all different shades, but you can go to 2 different makeup companies and have one chick and both of them fit her. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's just what she wants to get. But at the end of the day, my whole thing is about being a carbon copy is not being a carbon copy. But let me ask you guys this. Why is it that so many people want to be a carbon copy yet call themselves original?
I don't think it's just that. Like I'll use myself for example. Like when I was doing music, I didn't have money to afford to get original beats. So I started producing myself, and then before that I would just use other industry beats just to kind of catch a buzz, and I would make it my own. I wouldn't just go out like how you hear a lot of them now. It's the same flow, same style. You know what song it is when they sing the hook, and I've been on that side too. So it's not necessarily just a want to thing. Sometimes it's a monetary thing. It's a temporary thing that you just use to try to get to where you really want to go as who you are originally.
Okay.
But I've been to that stage before to where I was just like, okay, I'm kind of coming into my own self. I'm still, and it took me years to even find my own style and be comfortable with it, and like embrace the uniqueness and difference of me. And that's another thing when you're projected to be a certain way, and you see it working for them, so you're gonna try to mimic and do the same thing. We may have the same blueprint, but the plans are marketed different. The dimensions, the structure. Every company use a blueprint. But the dimensions and the structures are different.
Okay.
So for me, I know that I use that just to not to be successful in that, but just to try to catch a buzz and come into my own and still learn who I am as an artist.
Right.
So I don't think it's just necessarily just that.
Keisha, what about you? Like, I can say just me knowing you personally, I don't know anybody like you. Like, not one person that can be even somewhat compared to you. That's a good thing. That's a good thing because you stand out.
Meanest, rudest.
No.
I'm sweet.
Girl, you better keep that humility on you. Don't let them change your humility well.
Hey, Grandpa.
No,
Yeah.
that was
Sister Johnson.
that was
My fault, man.
I forgot what we called her.
Sister Johnson came up on the rough side. So
Okay,
y'all,
up the mountain.
on the rough side.
Oh gosh.
Don't say
But Keisha, I'm gonna say, like, for you, like, you are a person who is totally not like
Sociable.
anybody else. You're not like anyone else. And because you're not like anyone else, that makes you stand out. So whatever you decide to do, you're not going to, in my eyes, you're not going to be a carbon copy of someone. How did you come about being
unique?
Yes. How did you come about being
something
that?
nice to say.
Hey, we got that on record too, so you good.
Right. It's recorded. How did I come about? I had to take the time. I am really gonna stab you.
Oh my God, y'all!
Like, I really took the time to really
really stab you. No, I had to take the time because I wasn't always this person. So I had to take the time to get to know Keisha and who she is, I wanted to be, and I have to give myself permission to be that. It's difficult sometimes when we don't take the time to get to know ourselves, because it's easier to just be like, oh, I like the way they are, let me act like that. And it's no digging deep, no trying to search out, no trying to nothing. You just carbon copy that person and you keep it moving, right? Yep. But you're not gonna, of course, you're gonna be like, nah, I'm real, I'm 100, whatever, because nobody wants to own the fact that they're doing that. Right. You know what I mean? You don't want to say, no, I just copied off them. No, because then you look weak, right? But
they know, me, but you just don't want to say it.
Yeah, it's shown. Like, people know. You just, fooling yourself, really.
Being a little naive.
But just had to come into my own self and accept who I was and who I wanted to be and just be that. And I had to get an attitude of, I care not about anyone else and what they think about Lakeisha Viette. So once I did that, I was good.
Good to go.
Okay, what about you, Ace Baby?
What's the question again? Keisha was talking so much, I forgot.
Wow. Ooh, if I could get up and not
make noise. Oh my goodness. Why is it that so many people want to be a carbon copy? Like, why are they drawn to be like other people yet still say that they original or they real?
I mean, I think everybody just everybody is a microwave generation. Everybody want to be on. Everybody want to be the next person that's on. So no matter what you're doing, entertain, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? Even to the preachers. You know what I'm saying? People around here want to try to sound like the next preacher because, this preacher popping. He going on crusades and everybody booking them. So now you got, the lower level preachers. I hate to say lower level. Not as well known. Not as well known. As you know what I'm saying? You got them now because they want to be known bad. Right. Now they trying to be like, TD or whoever, Creflo or whatever. I know it's probably some new pastors, but so and it's just like that with the music industry and everything else. Everybody just want to get on. They want to be in the now. You know what I'm saying? So and that it even changes people that actually have the originality to stand out and to you know what I'm saying, to just they create their own path.
Right.
Yep.
It even had them jumping ship, you know what I'm saying, and playing this game, trying to be like the next person or, whatever the case may be. And some people lose themselves like that. So, I think it's just everybody just want that now. Don't nobody want to work for nothing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that kind of leads into my next question, but go ahead, B Wonder.
But also, it's just like, we don't realize that they were in such listen, what a humility, girl.
Right, you need to put on the whole suit, right?
Listen, the whole suit and the hat.
We need cameras, bro.
And the hat.
We need one good camera.
And we can get one.
And we get just one good
right
camera.
Here.
Right here. Angle down to catch everybody, bro.
What you say, Lord? Yes. But we don't really get it and understand, like, the rough childhoods that they were brought up in. And, like, people that you see successful in the music industry and in the movie industry, like, they're really bearing everything. Like, everything they went through was original. Nothing was copied about that. So when they come into fruition with that and they see they started making money off that, and like, well, maybe I can do that too. Well, maybe I can just, do this and do that. Like, you think about the Tyler Perrys, you think about the Diddy's. Well, they wasn't thinking about trying to be somebody else. They were worried about putting food on the table.
Right.
They were trying to make a way for their families.
My boy going somewhere, Keisha, chill out. For real.
You got people who are doing this because they need to feed their family versus someone who's seeing what they obtained and gravitated to it. Now I want to be, and I want to be just that. How can I get to that real quick?
I was gonna ask.
That's dope too, because we was just talking about that in terms of, like, people wanna because this person right here killed somebody, or quote unquote, we think he killed somebody. So
Right.
now, you know, maybe, so that's what it takes. So if I go shoot me, you know what I'm saying, I get in a shootout with somebody, or if I do this or that, you know what I'm saying, that's going to give me more credibility. Whereas what he was saying, that person that went through that for real, like they probably were trying to protect their family. Like their life was really on, you know what I'm saying, on the line. Like they didn't want to have to do that.
Right.
That wasn't something that was planned, that they saw somebody else do and say, okay,
Right.
let me try to imitate this. But then you got, you know, people that's going to see that and say, okay, maybe we can, you know, even if we don't do it, let's lie about it.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Let's say we did it too. You know what I'm saying? And let's
to the tabloids.
let's make it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Let me ask y'all this, because Ace, you just kind of went into a little bit before this last statement.
Yeah, I
what
do
I was
that.
going
You know
into,
what I'm saying? I see the future.
What do you think?
Yeah.
What do you guys think are some advantages of being a carbon copy?
I can tell you right now what Boy Wonder and Keisha think.
Oh, okay.
But I ain't gonna do it though. What you think, Boy Wonder?
The advantage
You
of
could.
you don't have to exploit your real self. You don't have to be vulnerable. You don't have to.
No, you got to
work.
be vulnerable now.
No. But if
Not
you're
if
a carbon copy, you're just copying what they're doing. So
No,
like, you're presenting a false presentation of yourself.
We'll talk about that one
else.
off the record.
Okay.
Go ahead though. My bad.
I thought you knew what he's thinking.
Right.
I thought you knew that.
I thought I did too.
He ain't prophetic no more.
Ain't
y'all.
nobody gonna be 100% right. Now, what you think gonna be a god or something?
Well, I need you to call on God to work on that.
But my bad. Go ahead. What you was saying? You say you don't have to be vulnerable.
You don't have to be vulnerable. You don't have to. You can mask and hide who you are with whatever insecurities you have. So you can just, if I want to be a Cardi B, I'll be a Cardi B. If I want to be a Master P or this, that, and the third, like you can be anything that you want to be. It's like a movie. You can portray somebody that you may have always wanted to be in, but in real life, it's hard to get to that. So you can hide and mask in a carbon copy. Like
Okay.
you don't have to present your real self. You don't have to present your real issues, things that you have from other people
I see what
that
you're
you
saying.
keep away from, and you put a mask on just because, oh well.
That's a good point. What about you, Keisha? Do you think that there are any advantages of being a carbon copy of anybody?
Oh boy, Wonder pretty much said them all.
I'm sorry. This is a good topic. My bad.
No,
y'all.
I mean it's just easier. Is the thing that I was gonna say. I mean, he said a lot of the things that I would have said, but it's just easier.
Okay. What about you, Ace?
I want to say to a certain degree, it takes less effort being a carbon copy just to see somebody and imitate what they're doing versus to sit your behind down somewhere and actually use your brain and come up with something unique. You know what I'm saying? Come up with something different, something that's going to stand out, something that you can say for sure, like this mine, like I did this, you feel me?
Okay.
Even if somebody else done it before, it's like you took the time out to think that up yourself as well, versus to just see somebody else do it and just you know, copy what they doing. You know what I mean? 'Cause
Yeah,
like
you
we
all
said
up
before,
in my
ain't
next
nothing
question.
new. And I told you I do
prophetic.
this. Ain't nothing new under the sun though. You know what I'm saying? So,
Facts, prophet.
even when you think of something, yo,
Preach, preacher.
boom.
Oh my goodness.
He's a cola.
Okay. Okay.
question in
Because
your
my
mind.
next question was gonna be, what do you think it takes to not be a carbon copy? But it's not helping my healing process. Thank you.
No, y'all be when you and Keisha be talking is like the introduction. I'm practicing for when we get the camera. I'm just we gotta have the smoke machine.
Anywho,
This podcast got to be different. See what I'm
What?
saying? See, y'all want to be carbon copies. Y'all want to be like everybody else. See what I'm saying? I'm trying to do something different.
well, not that different. Okay.
No.
Okay.
See, that's the problem.
No, I'm saying not that different.
That's
It could be another different.
thing.
Not that different.
You know what? Forget y'all then, bro. Start my own podcast.
What do
Let's
you
see what
think?
happens.
Y'all gonna be co-hosts on mine?
Of course not.
Oh. Low blow.
What do you think it takes not to be a carbon copy? And you just kind of said a lot of it.
I didn't kind of say it. I said it. Just I said
wow.
Next question.
I hear all of the humility.
Next question. Next question.
Be humbled or be humbled.
They can't even say nothing. Next question.
Oh my goodness.
You welcome.
My name
No.
Bennett. My
No.
name in it. My name
Is
Bennett.
there anything else,
so extra.
Keisha or B Wonder, that you think?
Y'all just keep it real.
what it
Just keep it
takes
real.
not to
Just
be a
just
carbon
keep it real.
copy.
Say next question, man. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Humility.
Oh gosh.
Really? Now you
Wow.
gonna put that in there? Now you gonna put
Don't let that
on-
pride kick in and make you feel like you just
Yeah.
got to say something. You know
You
what
know
I'm
what
saying?
to go.
Whatever. Whatever. But you did.
Honestly,
you
he
did
done
cover
sum it up,
answered
though,
it.
like-
He
Yeah, you
summed
did
it up.
cover
You
it.
did.
Come on, come on.
You know,
That's all you
I
get.
wish we had a
That's
camera
all you
right
get.
Ninja
now.
want a group
He is
hug.
so extra,
Oh my
y'all.
God.
this ninja want a group hug.
So bad.
Anywho, well, you know what? We gonna end it right there. Since you done got everything, you done
What's the next
prophesied
question?
everything. We ain't
We ain't
got no more questions.
We done. You done
ain't got
answered
no more
everything.
questions.
Oh my God.
Woo! I knew it was coming.
We
Oh my
ain't
God.
got
I
no more
seen it coming.
questions.
Wasn't ready.
What we gonna do is
I
we
saw
gonna do
it.
something. We gonna transition, y'all, because you know,
Boom.
apparently everything that is on what I have written down, he done already said. So we just gonna leave it at that. End it and hope that you enjoyed this episode of the Life Out Loud
Be
podcast.
yourself.
Hey,
We
one
keep
thing
it small.
about it, don't have these
Facts.
people mad at me now.
No, we mad.
Talk about
we mad
the
at you.
episode got cut short
It
because of
did.
him.
It was you.
But seriously, we gonna go ahead and we gonna end this particular portion of the episode because we got something real fun for y'all.
Yeah.
We got something real fun. I'm looking forward for y'all to kind of hear a little bit of my skills and stuff. We gonna play this game called
Lord.
What Had Happened Was,
What Had
and
Happened
I'm
Was.
super excited about it. And there's no rhyme or reason for the name of this game.
It just sound dope though.
Yeah, I just like the way it sounds. So what had happened
Like you about
was,
to lie.
yeah, we finna have fun and we want y'all to laugh. You know, it is LOL, right?
Life out loud.
Life out loud. LOL, he, giggle, right? Okay.
Yes, he giggle.
Oh my goodness.
That was
And
very-
so this particular game is called What Had Happened Was, and since my husband does a better job at explaining it than I do,
Okay,
Go
so
ahead.
what had happened was last night we tried to come up with this game and we ain't fully got it all the way ready, right?
yes, I did.
So
In my head.
no, because we still building on it. We working on it. This is my compartment. You know, I try to kind of let her. You know, it's her show, so I kind of let her. You know, have her hands in a little bit of everything, even in my compartment that she don't supposed to have her hands in. But you know, I still let her. You know, I try to let her. You know, have her hands in a little bit. But
Right.
you know, it's my compartment though. You
His
know,
Oh my God.
that her hands ain't supposed to be.
All right, hey,
Please
you
put
finished?
your
Are you
hands
done?
Off of his compartment.
Is your compartment done? Is it ain't?
You said that 20 times.
Hey, listen.
Remember that dude said,
That's why I got it from.
If y'all can see his face as he kept talking about it.
I'm talking about so
We gotta show Keisha
straight.
the
yeah, we
with
gotta
it.
show y'all.
But,
what
but
we're
nah,
doing.
on the real though, like I think it's dope. It's a new element that we add into it. I think it's gonna be something that we build on and get it to actually sticking to the topic where we make it so unique.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We gonna get there.
This
So
is
so we
definitely
so
Bear
we
with us,
working,
y'all.
so we working on it. You
Work
know
in
what I'm saying?
progress.
We this is so she tried to make me explain it, but I really can't explain it.
Correct, because you have not yet.
Cause
You
know, it's my
explain it to
compartment that she keep her hands on.
Baby looking real crazy.
So we about to play this
Right
beat,
now.
y'all. We about to
Yeah.
play this beat.
We about to
and
freestyle,
basically, we
y'all.
finna freestyle.
For real.
But it's called,
What's
we
the
finna
first
freestyle.
word? What's the first word we got? You know what I'm saying? She give one word and we just take off and we go.
Yeah,
You
so
know what I'm saying? Everybody got to keep it going. If you mess up, you get cut. But then you get added back in. I had to put that part. I had to recreate that rule because Keisha, she was gonna try to just mess up just because.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So she ain't got to be in it, but you gonna be in it.
So we just gonna freestyle and flow in.
You gonna
and,
be in it.
and one day my husband
I
gonna let
guarantee
me get in. I want to get signed to nothing but hits.
Number hit record. Oh, that's CG
Number
label. Yeah,
hit
you can definitely
records.
get signed to that label.
Oh, but I can't say ABE
But
Ace Baby
oh, nah,
Entertainment.
ABE. Oh no.
Baby,
We'll
so that
sign,
my label. You can
we'll
definitely
sign
get on that.
LOL with Kiki Simone. We'll put you on
Oh,
our
gosh.
umbrella and give you a bigger platform, bigger push.
right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? Because that's what we do over here at Ace Baby Entertainment.
But Kiki Simone is
Nah,
a part
you
of
your
LOL.
own- Yeah,
Okay, whatever.
Okay.
Okay, y'all, we finna play this beat and we finna rock out the word. We gonna start with Ace Baby.
What's
and,
the word?
And the word, we
Oh.
gonna go with the one that we practiced with first. Yellow.
Nah, we need a new one.
Okay, let's go with tree.
All right. Hey, yeah.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying? Let me get a little volume on that. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Hey.
Wait, this going this way?
Hey, look, it's going you next, Keish.
Oh, God.
Okay. Look, this what it gonna be. I feel like Zacchaeus on top of this tree.
That was good. Oh gosh.
Oh man,
She just laughed. I drop a 16 to the left. I pass.
Oh, he passed it to me, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be free.
be free like the birds and the bees or the birds on the trees. Yeah.
What? That didn't make sense. I have no idea how to play this game.
It don't make sense. So tell me how I play. Keish, it's okay. I'll make sure you straight.
Make sure she's straight. That's not possible.
Ooh.
All I want to do is Jopamo.
That didn't make sense, but
What?
I guess she said possible. That wasn't even logical. She looked like Kim Possible. He looked like Run Stoppable.
Oh,
Oh boy. I can't believe he said that. What makes me want to do this with my head back?
I don't even know. I move forward, coming through the system like I'm Ludacris. Whoa.
I don't know that last word. It's like I'm locked out and I don't know the password.
Oh, that was nice.
He don't know the password. Well, here it is, my friend. LOL's the password.
LOL the password.
Hey,
LOL, I laughed at the last word.
I guess we going backwards. They looking at us like we playing tennis, going back and forth. Call me the master.
I'm
Peter
the
Ma-
master. I'm the guru. I'm the one who knows just how to do you.
She know how to do you. I don't know how to do nothing. Fruit Loops.
Oh my God, he said Fruit Loops. Catch me riding in a 4-seater, not a coupe,
Ooh, not a coupe,
not a coupe,
not for two.
not for two.
Just for me and her, not for you.
Oh, we call that bars. You see, he hit so hard that it flew all to Mars.
Flew over to Mars and I
Ah.
stole a lot of cars and then I took them back and then I stole them again and then I went and told a friend and dang, I went and stole a Benz and went and got a
And told my friends, and then all what happened was I wear the pins.
Oh my God,
What a
I hope that
bitch.
isn't true.
Right.
I pray to God. I'm gonna pray for you.
he gonna pray for you. I was about to leave, but I'ma stay for you.
Oh, okay.
So we can pray for you.
Oh,
Pray for me. How can that be?
why?
You need to pray.
Huh?
Let's wait and see.
You know who it
Hey,
is.
I liked
Hey,
that.
I liked
That
that,
was
y'all. I
fun.
liked that. We had a good time. Yeah.
Everybody except for Keisha.
We did it to the beat the whole time, B.
Everybody except for Keisha, you gonna rap the
I'm
next
gonna do the next
episode.
one.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, your behind gonna rap the next
All
time.
right, I hear you. Dang.
Ain't your boy one.
I like somebody, daddy.
That was fun.
Right.
That was really
Oh, you gonna rap
fun.
next time.
Hey,
So I really enjoyed that game. I hope the
Yeah,
listeners,
Kiki,
I
you
hope y'all
cannot
did.
be on my label, all my songs.
Oh, y'all heard that? That was so mean. He
We got
said
two
Keisha
more.
was mean.
We got two
Give
more
her some
episodes to go
time.
though.
Oh gosh.
If you don't get it together in these
redeem
next two
yourself.
episodes,
Okay. We're not playing a game in the next 2 episodes.
Uh-huh.
oh man, oh Keisha,
why would you present something and take it back?
right? She's an Indian giver, bro.
Not
That's what
right.
she do.
That's not
You
right.
sounding like Pinocchio movie
Yeah.
in Shrek. Anywho, so what we gonna do is we gonna go ahead and move right on. We gonna move along.
This is the thought of the day.
Thought of the day.
Yeah, I like how she just rushed me in, boy. We gonna
I
move
shut-
right along.
Right. 'cause
Thought
y'all
of the
keep
day.
To the
it
thought of the
going.
day. Okay, so here's the thought of the day. As we were talking about carbon copies, and this is something that is a quote from Kiki Simone, and it says, "When you're a carbon copy of someone else, just know that you will have to start at the beginning again. Your purpose is to prosper. You cannot prosper a carbon copy."
Remix. When you a
Ooh.
carbon copy of someone else, you are not being yourself.
Oh,
Come on, remix.
Okay.
You're not yourself.
Okay.
You somebody
But nah,
else.
that's a good quote though. That's real.
God
though.
created you to
For
be
real.
you, so make sure that you are not a carbon copy of somebody else. So, anywho, thank you to the listeners for listening to us this particular episode.
Facts.
Let's go ahead and give everybody our handles. ABS, baby, go ahead and give them yours and start with
Hey
you.
man, look me up on all platforms, man. I'm talking about from the social media ones to the social music ones to the social everything.
well.
To even my social security number. It's all the
Okay.
same. Just look me up at ABE _ Ace baby. Ace baby.
I thought everything
Doom,
was
doom,
it's
doom,
Ace
doom,
baby,
doom.
baby.
Ace baby.
Yeah, she done changed it.
Doom, 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 doom.
Better stop, or they write you and be like, you cannot use that on this podcast because this is copyrighted.
My handles.
Let's go ahead. Boy Wonder, can you give them your handles real quick so we can get out of
Hey,
here?
listen, you heard me? You can either Google me or search me. You heard me?
This fool. You said Google me or search me.
OMG.
Y'all finished or y'all done?
I'm sorry.
I
This
can't.
been lingering stuff that been coming to my head, bro. I couldn't. All right, y'all. No Ground No
Don't laugh at
Glory.net.
him.
YouTube.com/No Ground No Glory. Make sure you subscribe. Got new music, got
YouTube.
new merch coming. And also,
I was trying to hold it in.
I know, me too. Stop.
Okay, go ahead.
God, leave. Let that man give his handles.
Official B Wonder, Twitter and Instagram. Official Boy Wonder on Facebook. Holla at your boy. Living life out loud.
How can they find you on YouTube?
YouTube. No Ground No Glory.
YouTube.
Okay. Well, make sure that you guys are subscribed to the LOL podcast on
Facts.
YouTube. Make sure that you are subscribed. LOL with Kiki Simone. That's QUIQUISYMONE. We thank y'all so much for listening. Thank you for taking that time out. And if you want to get in touch with Keisha V,
It's I am Keisha T.
there you
On
go.
Instagram.
On
She
Instagram.
growing, y'all. She growing. She growing.
And we are so very happy that y'all came.
How
to
you
spend
ain't had
time
no
with us.
handle on the last episode and we just recorded the last episode like 5 minutes ago.
Hey, they didn't have to
was-
know when we recorded it, okay?
That'll
but
be
you
edited.
just, but you,
You know
just,
what?
but you just were
On
talking
that
about being
note-
real though. You were just talking about being real. See, you know what? I quit.
Yeah,
I can't do this
you need to quit.
podcast.
It's
I
time
can't
to
do
go.
it. I can't. Hey,
Cook Up Academy.
I know you want it, you looking for it. I know who got it. She talk about it in every EP, leave you out. Yeah. Don't nobody ever be on what she be